Hello there, Cancers. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. My name is Johnny Alchemy from johnnyalchemytarot.com. And welcome to your February 2021 Tarot Forecast reading. I hope the month of January treated you well and you had a great start to the new year. So let's look into what messages the cards may have for you for the month of February. This is going to be a general reading, so some messages may apply to you. Take that as your wisdom and guidance from the universe. Anything that does not resonate or apply to you, understand that's probably a message meant for someone else. So thank you so much for your openness and understanding. I greatly appreciate it. And so let's look into the cards and see what they have for you for the month of February 2021. Okay. So right in the center of your reading, we have the Page of Wands right here, Page of Wands. So talking about a certain journey you might be going through. You might be starting something very new. Looking at some of these other cards that are surrounding it, it could be something of actually internal journey about self-discovery, learning about who you are on a very deeper sense on your core level. Trying to understand who you are at your core essence, if you will. What is it that you truly value as an individual? What are your talents? What are the things that make you truly special in this world that differentiate you from other people? I say that because right next to to this card we have the Hierophant card reversed. So this talks about finding your own type of moral compass. Straying away from tradition or societal expectations or whatever it may be. Going against the norm and really trying to forge your own path in the world, to understand what your path is. Where is it that you want to be going? What is it that you want to be achieving? Who are you in this world? What makes you special? What makes you unique? So here, that's quite the journey I can see here, because there's a few major arcana cards that are in alignment with this. But trying to find exactly who you are and taking that internal journey. We also have the Fool card right next to that Page of Wands as well. So again, in general, talking about a new journey, I mean, here, looking at this, both of them have this one staff, if you will, this one wand. The Fool uses it to hold on to his belongings and everything like that. The Page of Wands uses it as a walking stick to help support and guide him on his journey. So again, both of these cards talking about a certain journey that needs to be taken. And here the Fool being the most purest and biggest potential of all journeys, to find out something that is true to you. What is it that you truly believe in life? What is it that makes you feel joyful, that makes you feel happy, that gives you a sense of light and motivation as well? This Fool, he moves toward life with certain optimism. He keeps his head up high and he doesn't worry about the challenges that are before him, all the menial, trivial things. He's able to bask in the light, if you will. And also you can see this dog here, guided by spirit, guided by, nature and animal energy. So here, this journey, this internal journey that I can see is about self-discovery. Again, with that Hierophant, about understanding who you are and what makes you special, what makes you unique in the world. Underneath this Hierophant, we have the Ace of Cups right underneath it, reversed. So this almost tells me, that learning about who you are, or is it going to be something very emotional, almost also as if in life we're given this cup of what we're supposed to be. And it affects us emotionally, cups being our emotions, that water energy. So it's here, take this cup, this is who you are supposed to be in life. And all these expectations, it causes all these feelings. And in this reverse, it's kind of you saying, because it's right underneath the Hierophant reverse, it's like you're turning the cups upside down and saying, nope, That's not me. Sorry, this cup is not something that I want to take into my life. I want to fill it with something that actually gives me joy, that gives me fulfillment, that gives me a reason and motivation to want to live and pursue a dream. So here, trying to understand exactly what your dream is as well. What drives you emotionally? What are those deep subconscious motivators in your mind, in your heart, that give you passion, that give you life? Because here I can almost see as well with the Six of Swords. Also, we have that right underneath the Page of Wands. Six of Swords saying, that you will have to go through a certain transition. Obviously from the expectations and norms of the world, and to transition into your own skin. To transition into what resonates with you, what is in alignment with you and what you truly want in your life. And with the swords being air and your mental health and mental space and stuff like that, you're going to start sifting through all those beliefs, all those expectations, all those things that are thrust upon us. And to really filter a lot of that out. What makes sense to you? What doesn't make sense to you? What should I keep? What shouldn't I keep in my mind and belief systems? Because ultimately, a lot of it will hold you back when you are trying to walk into your own power and step into your light. A lot of the stuff that's out there already that we're supposed to be, all those generalities and norms, they're meant to limit us in a certain sense. They're meant to guide us in a little bit, but, generally a lot of the times they keep us trapped in a box. So here, just like the Six of Swords, this person has all these swords in front of them, trapped inside this little box, if you will. You have to release some of those expectations, release some of those belief systems out of your way so that you can move forward. And ultimately, looking at this card, the way that this is arranged, the Six of Swords goes toward the Star card right here. And the Star card, very much like I said with that Hierophant reversed, is about owning exactly who you are at your core. What is it that you value? What is it in your core essence that makes you tick? What makes you special? What makes you unique? And when you can learn that, and you make this transition to have the proper mentality in place, you can finally embrace who you are, be comfortable in your own skin, and just your own skin, apparently. So here it's saying, anyone who's bare in the tarot like this, they are unapologetic. They know how to just be themselves, and they have no problem just being themselves. Here also the Star, by doing this process of self-discovery and trying to find out who you are, it will give you this new sense of hope. It'll help you realize that ultimately, by finding yourself and realizing who you are, micro burps, but by realizing who you are, the universe is aligning in your favor. The universe is aligning these stars just for you, because it's going to guide you towards your path of where it is you are meant to be. So understand that, self-discovery on that microcosm type of way to find your own personal star, to find out your own light in your own darkness inside your own skin, to find your most genuine light. It unlocks the macrocosm for you as well, to start seeing that the universe is opening up its own light for you. By finding your own light, you can start to identify it in your external world, and you can start working and moving your way toward it. So this is, again, a big, seeing all these major arcana, a big journey of self-discovery. And it's, and honestly, if this is something that has been on your plate or something that you have been thinking about, it does look very positive in terms of, if you stay on that track to really, truly empty your cup of any emotions, of any expectations of other people, so that you have an empty cup. You have something that can be filled once more with what you want it to be filled with. What emotions and dreams and fantasies and desires do you want versus what was given to you? As well as the Six of Swords right here, you're going to go on this journey, but it's going to be a transition. It's not going to be so cut and dry. You're going to have to go through the motions. You're going to have to go through the ups and downs, the choppy waters, if you will, to reach from one old land to a new one. And you cross through the waters of the emotional journey that is. So again, you have to go through this filtering process and let go of a lot of the stuff that doesn't make sense to you. Because again, all of that is meant to provide this, the Fool and the Star card, to make you feel light, to make you feel like you are, you have no worries, you have no baggage anymore. You're not carrying the weight or expectations of the world on your back. You're just carrying what you need. You know, you can become very minimalist in terms of what it is that you want to carry energetically in your life, because ultimately it's going to lead to real understanding of who you are, of your most genuine needs and genuine desires in life. So overall, I mean, there's no I don't see any type of specifics or particulars in terms of what this is, because a lot of it is these major arcana, big general wisdom cards. But for this month, especially for all you Cancers out there, this could be a great time for you to embrace this energy of finding true self-discovery, of finding out something deeper about you in terms of your core essence and values, of where it is you want to be heading in life, how to, and also what direction you want to be taking. So let's move on. Let's move on to some oracle cards and to maybe go a little bit deeper and see what they have to say, as well as a card of wisdom, word of power. Okay, so not for you. Talking about going against the grain. And going against, as I said, this Hierophant card, to find out exactly who you are makes you special. To be given a cup and to say no. You know, to be given expectations and all these norms and all these traditions and all these cultural expectations, whatever it could be. To be have that all thrust upon you and for you to say, it's not for me, sorry. You know, that's true empowerment. That's you being truly empowered in your own skin as well. So that's a wonderful and honestly a surprising and very, very wonderful card to have come up, to realize that, you know, some things in life are just given to you and they are not, and you have the choice and awareness to choose that, hey, this is not for me. This is not actually anything to do with me. This is nothing to do with my values or my dreams or my fantasies or desires. So I have to drop it. I have to release it into the universe, because I don't want it taking a space in my life. I don't want it taking any energy in my life and taking away from where I should be investing my energy. Also, we have never-ending story. So here I could almost see, in terms of, you know, the fact that we are always changing in life, you know, and there are many seasons in our life where we have to shed old skins and to continually revisit who we are, because we're always changing. We're always evolving. Our needs and wants and desires change as we move on in life and we experience more things. So understand that if you are going through this journey the very first time, understand that you won't be stuck with the same wants and the same needs and the same desires. You'll come across very general, broad, essential truths to who you are. But sometimes the other things do change. And that's part of the never-ending story and process of getting to know ourselves, of understanding who we are and what our special characteristics are. We are continually shedding old and outside skin of ourselves so that we can come closer to the core essence of who we are. So understand that, you know, it's very empowering to find out who we are at this current moment and to live that truth and to live that life. But then we have to embrace it fully, because eventually we're going to have to go through this process continually through our life. So it's a never-ending story in a certain sense, and we have to get used to that. And honestly, if you, looking at these cards, if you have gotten used to this process, if you're used to, you know, revival and renewal, you know, being reborn in a certain sense, going through this process, you know, that's even more empowering for you as well, because again, this is something that comes natural in life. We have to keep evolving and progressing into our most genuine and highest self at our current moments. So overall, I see wonderful things. The not for you, meaning the things are being thrust upon you, and that never-ending story of continual rebirth in a certain sense. So let's see what else. Word of wisdom, acceptance. You know, accepting who we are. You know, when we're in life, and just I keep on thinking about this Hierophant card, especially. You know, when we're born into this world, we are born and expected to be so many things from the get-go. You know, depending on how we look like, our social status, where we're born, you know, our education, all these things. You know, how we're supposed to act. And, you know, some of it, as I said, some of it is there to guide us, but it's so loosely there to guide us. A lot of the other stuff there is meant to protect us from a place of fear, to keep us, so we are not seen in this world, so that our differences and special characteristics are not noticed, so that we can blend in with the world. And honestly, that's such a false, it's such a false pretense. We should accept who we are. And this is, again, the energy that I see here, finding out who you are in your core essence, accepting exactly who you are and finding out who that is and what that person wants. Because that is ultimately your goal in life. That is what your purpose is, to know yourself, to love yourself, to master yourself, and to accept yourself completely. So overall, there's something here that's telling me, again, self-discovery on a very deep and profound level that can impact your life, that can really help you understand exactly who you are on the very core essence, and to really identify the desires that person wants in order to live a happy and fulfilled and meaningful life. So let's move on to another card, final card. What was it? Advice from your highest self. I got this card for another one of the Zodiacs too, but this is in the upright, which is wonderful. Ace of Swords. So here, in terms of, understanding who you are, finding deep truths about yourself, accepting your most core belief systems, Ace of Swords is talking about exactly that. This sword is being given to you, and the swords in the tarot represents air energy, and also thoughts, belief systems, logic, mental capacity, etc. So here, it's like a new belief system is being given to you by spirit, by the universe, because you're taking a deep and personal journey from within to find a deep hidden truth, that light in that darkness that will guide you. And that light will be your empowerment. This will be a new belief system, a new way of thinking, a new perspective on life. By understanding who you are and understanding the perspective that you have about yourself, you can use that perspective to guide you, and also use it as a way to protect you and shield you from any type of negativity or any type of resistance. It is your sword to do battle with, to fight forward, and to fight forward toward your goals on your path, etc. To fight against conflict, to fight against resistance, all that stuff is meant to empower you and to give you the tools needed for victory. So here, this is going to be a belief system. If you do this journey, if this does resonate with you, and you are doing this deep internal personal discovery, you will discover something great. You'll discover something that will empower you, that will give you the motivation and true belief system needed in order to succeed in the life that you want for yourself. So I love that. This is actually a very powerful reading. I always believe that, mastering life starts with mastering yourself, so this is very much in alignment with that way of thinking. So if this does resonate with you, this is a great opportunity for all you Cancer people out there to throw away the things that are thrust upon you, throw away old ways of being, cycles, old skin, and to start embracing who you are and understanding who you are, so that you can ultimately find true success, true love, true happiness in some way, through that acceptance, through that understanding and self-mastery. So I think this is an extremely powerful reading for you Cancer people. I think this is truly wonderful as well. Overall, I hope this did resonate with you on some levels. If it did, don't forget to shoot my video a like. I'd truly appreciate that. I'd also don't forget to subscribe, and to also click that notification bell to stay in touch for future videos. I want to say once more, thank you so much, all you Cancers, for letting me read your cards. I truly appreciate it. And I guess I will see you next video. Thank you so much, guys. Take care. Bye.